She claimed that she was a virgin. She had a chaste but doomed relationship with a man who's now a banker. And really from that point on...
Imagine this. A 78-year-old woman is brutally murdered in her own home. Hours later, a Sky News commentator smirks on live TV and calls her a spinster, an old maid, and speculates about her being a virgin. This actually happened. Welcome to the UK media in 2026. Today, we're exposing one of the most disgusting pieces of so-called journalism you'll see. If you're sick of the hypocrisy, smash that like button and let's get into it.
We're out to lunch to win a round, which I have to say, I think I succeeded in doing. But she was very much a spinster. I mean, by the end, I think you'd probably describe her as an old maid. Reportedly, she claimed that she was a virgin. She had a relationship at university. She went to Oxford University, into an all-women's college, of course, where people like Edwina Curry knew her as well. She had a chaste but doomed relationship with a man who's now a banker. And really from that point on, she was not interested in having personal relationships and very much dedicated herself to her activities. And as you say, once she left Parliament, she did develop this second career really as a television personality. I mean, she was, pretty unique. There weren't that many battling old ladies around. She performed in Strictly Come Dancing and in Celebrity Big Brother. And I think she actually got to the semi-finals of Celebrity Come Dancing. She knew that the joke was partly on her, but she was very happy to play up to that for the attention which it gave her. Embarked on a fairly successful writing career, writing books, as she put it, with no sex and violence in them.
Ann Widdecombe, former Conservative minister, fearless Reform UK supporter, Strictly Come Dancing legend, and one of the most principled voices in British politics, was found dead at her Dartmoor home on 9th of July. Police launched a murder investigation and arrested a 26-year-old man. But instead of respect or basic decency, Sky News wheeled out Adam Bolton. And what did he say? She was very much a spinster. By the end, you could describe her as an old maid. Reportedly, Anne claimed she was a virgin. He went on about her Oxford relationship, her decision to stay single, and painted her as some eccentric, battling old lady, all while smirking. This wasn't an obituary. This was character assassination of a dead woman. Let's be brutally honest. If Ann Widdecombe had been a left-wing feminist icon, they'd be calling her an empowered, independent woman, and trailblazer who didn't need a man. But because she was a conservative, a Christian, and unapologetic about traditional values, suddenly she's a punchline, a spinster, an old maid. Her private life dragged through the mud on live television hours after her murder. This is the ugly face of modern media misogyny. They only respect women who toe the progressive line. Strong, independent women who choose faith, principles, or a different path, they get torn down, even in death. Bolton called her a bruiser who stomped around stages, as if her strength, her refusal to compromise, was something to mock. This is the same media that lectures us daily about respecting women and toxic masculinity. Yet here they are, speculating about a murdered pensioner's sex life. Where's the outrage from the usual suspects? The feminists, the BBC, the Guardian, silent, because Anne didn't fit their narrative. She backed Brexit, challenged the establishment, and stood up for what she believed in. That makes her fair game in their eyes. This isn't journalism, it's cultural warfare. The elite despise traditional Britain, and they'll dance on the grave of anyone who represents it. Ann Widdecombe lived life on her own terms, no regrets, full of conviction. That terrifies them. This goes far beyond one clip. It's the same attitude we see everywhere. Attack anyone who doesn't worship at the altar of woke progressivism, whether it's in politics, culture, or your everyday life. Ann Widdecombe showed that you don't need to follow the crowd to live a meaningful life. She had purpose, courage, and character. The real disgrace isn't her choices. It's a media class so morally bankrupt they can't show basic respect for the dead. If this makes you angry, you're not alone. The silent majority in this country is fed up. What do you think? Was Bolton's rant completely out of line, or am I missing something? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but keep it civil. If you want more no-holds-barred takes on UK news, politics and the culture war, subscribe, hit the bell and share this video.